I teach family and consumer science currently, and one of the concepts that my students struggle with the most in culinary arts is the concept of volume. When they read a recipe, they don't really have a concept of how much is going to be produced at the end. And so this happens really frequently where they will put the eggs, butter, granulated sugar in the stand mixer, and they get a little bitty bowl for the flour and the baking soda and the chocolate chips or whatever else that we're putting in. And so then they're like, oh, I have to have like 5 bowls for this because they just consistently do not think about the fact that the recipe said a large bowl for these things and a medium-sized bowl for these things. They just grab whatever's right there. So to combat this, I have actually started making doodle sheets for them where they write out all of the things that are in the recipe and then they have to draw pictures of whatever tool they're going to use to measure it. And then at the end, they have to add up for whatever vessel, they have to add up the volume that's going in there. And so that has helped a little bit. But then you still have the problem of can they visualize what a 1/4 cup of milk looks like or 2 1/4 cups of flour and 2 cups of chocolate chips. So those first few labs are really challenging, and then they usually get it by the second or third lab, but not always. So the visualization and understanding how volume translate is really challenging. I think a lot of students compartmentalize their concepts. So like in science, they're pretty good with volume and also sometimes in math, but then they come into my classroom and they forget things like volume still matters. So it's just volume. That's the challenging concept with my students right now.